What the hell is going on in Arizona? What's going on? Ross Coulthart says that there were helicopters, military helicopters, were escorting these orbs. We keep hearing about these orbs. Well, what the hell are they? There seems to be a lot of activity going on in Arizona. There's always been things that have been reported on Arizona, and so this is yet another report. So I want to play this clip from News Nation, what Ross Coulthart said, and then we'll talk about it on the other side. Here it is.
US fighter pilots and Customs and Border Protection have been seeing anomalous objects over Arizona and New Mexico. And it's been an ongoing mystery. They've been reported. There's even been one incident reported to the FAA where an F-16 Viper fighter jet, the canopy of the fighter jet was hit by one of these anomalous objects, an unknown object, unidentified object with no visible means of propulsion. And a lot of people, military pilots, civilian pilots, people working in Customs and Border Protection, they've been asking for years, what are these objects? What's going on? And what we decided to do was investigate. We talked to our correspondent, Ali Bradley, on the border, who does fabulous work monitoring what's happening on our border, and we investigated whether it could be plausibly explained as perhaps organised crime or cartel activity. But our investigations led us somewhere else. We actually suspect there is indeed something going on in a particular part of Arizona, and that there may in fact be secret facilities that are being used for the development of technologies that haven't yet been revealed.
And that's what we call, in TV, that's what we call a tease. Ross, we'll just have to tune in and find out. Let me pop up this video if we can. This great, yes, okay, here it is. You examined this video captured. I mean, to my naked eye, it's green video with small white lights. You have a very different lens than most of us do. What do you see or decipher when you look at this yourself, Ross?
Obviously, the human eye is a lot sharper on the event, and what we saw multiple times that evening, late at night, was large orbs rising from behind a particular location in Arizona, being escorted by military helicopters. Whatever this is, it appears to have the sanction of sections of the US military. And what they're practicing with are enormously powerful craft that are capable of things that, frankly, I think defy a lot of explanation. And it does make us wonder what is really going on in the desert of Arizona. I think this might explain a lot of the anomalous activity that's been seen for years over Arizona, right back to the notorious Phoenix Lights incident.
I have two kids. I have a 7-year-old and a 13-year-old, and they're both learning about money. And for me, I'm always trying to teach them to be responsible with money. Because where do you think kids learn the most about money? Is it their parents, their teachers, or Taylor Swift? No, it's not Taylor Swift. 81% of their kids say parents. 81%. I wish I learned that kind of stuff when I was younger. My dad taught me. I didn't listen as much. I didn't have this kind of idea. And that's what Acorns does. This episode is sponsored by Acorns Early. April is Financial Literacy Month, the perfect time to start teaching your kids the value of money, and Acorns Early make it easy with their smart money app and debit card for kids. Acorns Early Chores Tracker teaches the kids how hard work does pay off. It sets up tasks in the app, it sets up payment amount, and you tick off the chore when it's done. Easy. Saving goals help kids turn saving into a habit. They can even choose their own target dates and turn on their optional autosave feature to help them get there. It's great because kids need a sense of independence, and they get it when they're spending what they earn with their very own debit card, and they get to choose from 35 plus customizable and designs. Kids can build up their money knowledge and their confidence with bite-sized financial lessons. And the best part is parents can keep track of where and when the kids are spending. You get real-time spend notifications, set your kids' spending limits, and instantly block lost or stolen cards. I love this. It works. It has been a game changer for my 13-year-old. She knows, she understands, she's starting to balance when to spend money, how to save money. It has worked. So if you're ready to help your kids grow money skills that'll help last a lifetime, head on over to acornsearly.com/DTE or download the Acorns Early app to get started. Sign up now and your first month is on us. Acorns Early card is issued by Community Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to licensed by MasterCard International. TNCs apply. Monthly subscription fees starting from $5 per month unless canceled. All right, so that report, you see that Arizona, seeing a lot of orbs, seeing a lot of different lights. What is it? Is there activity? I think it's more so than just Arizona, right? I think it explains a little bit more so with the stuff that we saw with the drones in New Jersey and those other things that are happening. And when they were being reported on, how many different people said they saw orbs. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's all related. I think that it's all related within whatever this technology might be, whatever it is in general. These particular orbs have been connected with this. And I do think, obviously, Arizona has been a hotspot for this place. There is, in the same way that Roswell was back in the 40s and onward, the Arizona has been a place. Langley has been a spot that people have seen things. Jersey has been a spot where there's been a lot of activity. And I also don't think it's a coincidence now that you get Eric Davis and all these other people who are out there now, Avi Loeb, talking at these hearings or at these briefings, rather, talking about more so of the reverse engineering and all these different technologies that the U.S. government does have. So does it all play in? Is it all coincidental that all this information is coming out now and that this is another report? And as we always say, is it just something that people are capturing on video now that it's technology that the government has been working on that maybe they didn't want out there, but now because of the way we have all these different cell phones and other things and people are picking things up and you have people consistently looking at the sky now and you have people who are studying things and saying, well, what's that? That doesn't look normal. What is that? And they're like, shh, we're working on stuff. Yeah, but you can't do that anymore. Why? Well, because we have cameras now, and we're going to ask what that is. So you either tell us or you don't. And I think that's exactly what's going on here. I think that there is a lot of different, and I'm not saying that it's not stuff that they haven't found through what Eric Davis was saying through the reverse engineering programs, but there's something going on. And the fact that there's also military craft seeing next to these orbs in general, what the hell is it? Well, what do you guys think it is? From this particular report and what you hear from Ross Coulthart and what he's saying, do you think that it all relates or do you think it's all a bunch of nonsense? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. I got to hear your thoughts. We are going to have a nice weekend, right? I hope so. Hope you guys are going to have a good weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday. We are on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're everywhere podcasts are found. Thanks for joining us here. You can join. You can become a member if you want. You can get one of our wonderful sponsors, whatever you want to do. Put your comments in there, too, especially if you're a member, because when I get enough member questions, I do a special exclusive video just for members, so hopefully you join today. So, again, put your thoughts in there. Thanks, and we'll see you later.